On today's episode of the Cryptoverse Market Roundup, you know the double-digit club is a little bit crowded today, and I'm going to go through the regular Bitcoin and altcoin price charts. So stay tuned for that. Hi there guys, welcome to the latest episode of the Cryptoverse Market Roundup. I'm your host, Chris Coney, the founder of Cryptoversity, the online school where you can learn about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and blockchains. Find out more at cryptoversity.com. So you've tuned into the Market Roundup, so let's go do it. Over we go to coinmarketcap.com. Now I said in the prologue there that the double-digit club is a little bit crowded today. I tried to get in myself, but I couldn't. That's a joke, by the way. So the double-digit club is where a coin gains more than 10%. So the biggest winner in the top 20 by a mile is, would you believe it, NEO again. In the last 24 hours, since the last market roundup, 47.56% gain. This is like ridiculous amount of gains. So NEO's now up to $35. It's actually one of the most traded altcoin today, 436 million. So it's not one of those coins that gains on a small volume, not by a long shot. Moving on from there, we've got Waves is the biggest loser in the top 20, and it's only down by 2.86% to $5.22. There's Waves, there's Zcash, there's Monero, and then Ethereum Classic, LiteCoin as well, are the only coins that are down in the top 20. Everything else is up. Now I've given OmiseGo the honorable mention because it also is up again, but today it's up by another 40%, 40.21 to $5.99. Big gains for that. So the double digit club goes on from there. TenX has been going mental recently as well. It's now reached the top 20, having gained 36% today, up to $3.12 now. So you've got that in the double-digit club. BitShares is in it, 11% up on the day. Quantum up 11%, IOTA up 16%. See what I mean about the double-digit club? It goes on. Status up 14%. We've got Basic Attention Token up nearly 47%. Nothing huge came out of them. I've been keeping an eye on their announcements. The only thing they announced yesterday was they're doing a community outreach thing. So they're looking for regional community managers, and they've created like a dedicated Facebook page for each of the regions, like Russia, India, yada yada. So if you're interested in getting involved with that project, go to basicattentiontoken.org and check it out. And we've got Civic up 80%. Wow, almost in the triple digit club. So Civic is now up there at 35th place, $211 million market cap, 62-cent coin price, and up 80% nearly today. Absolutely enormous. And it goes on. Metal, Funfair, and the ICO coin, all double-digit gains. Aragon, it's absolutely huge moves. The Funfair one, up 65%. Absolutely insane. And there's even more further down. District X. This is a very, very interesting project, let alone, never mind the 85% that it's gained today. This is a really, really interesting project in my opinion. I heard about this because you remember a little while ago I interviewed Matoush from ETHLance, and when I followed up with him shortly after that, he pointed me to this project that he got involved in. And well, you need to check it out, but it's like a decentralized marketplace of marketplaces. You'll have to check it out. It's absolutely superb. And they're using Aragon as the governance system. To me, it was like this. This is what I did when I read about it. I was like almost like speechless. It's absolutely huge what they're up to. So I can't really explain it to you. You have to go to the site and read it for yourself. I probably should do a video on that because it's I'm so impressed by what they're doing over there. So let's move on to the charts, shall we? Courtesy of Coinigy. So if you want to click the link in the video description and go sign up for a Coinigy account, you'll be able to do your analysis just like I do on the show. So this is a segment where I sort of read the charts and do like a weather forecast style reading of the candlestick charts. Beginning with Bitcoin Cash against the dollar, still not looking up to much right now. Yesterday, we've gained back what we lost yesterday in Bitcoin Cash, so nothing much to say there. Bitcoin in particular set a new all-time high. Yesterday it went right up to $3,496.90. Yesterday we spoke about that previous high of $3,339.50 being support, and yes, we didn't retest that. We tested it yesterday, and today we've continued to go higher and break the previous all-time high of $34.83. Who knows how far it's going to go? The next psychologically significant number, of course, is 3,500, which we are, $17 below right now. So we're trading at $3,483. Yes, so a move up to 3,500 no doubt, and then we'll see if the market is optimistic enough to punch through that. If it were to retrace though, I'd be looking a pullback back to the 3,000 mark, which is just above the previous Fibonacci level. In terms of Dash, that carries on doing what it's always been doing recently. I'm still looking for it to move right back up to that $210 mark, and if it were to pull back, it would pull back to the same price we mentioned yesterday of $183.50. Onto Ethereum, again being bound by its own channel right now. It carries on in between the top of $306.75 at the top, and then a support line of $275. It's actually $274.16 if you want to be precise about it. So that's the range that I'm expecting Ethereum to stay in until it breaks one of those levels. So IOTA, we said in the market roundup, it had done a big gain, and yes indeed, it previously broke that 78.6% Fibonacci level, which was a price of 52.5 cents. It's then run up to the previous high, which is where I drew the beginning of the Fibonacci level. So it's retraced 100% of the losses from that point. So I think I called it yesterday. It was around 63 cents. And today, so far, the high is $62. Sorry, it's 62.9 cents. So that's, 0.1 cents shy of that level. Now, that's why I always say, when I'm talking about profit targets and stop losses, I always say, like for profit targets, I'd probably get out a bit before that, because you don't want to wait for it to hit the profit target. You want to come out just beforehand in case it turns around at that point. So that's why I say that. And it played out perfectly well today when it went up to nearly 63 cents, but just shy of it. So LiteCoin is having a bit of a pullback. I drew that $47.20 as being a support level, but it hasn't held. Yesterday it broke down below it, and now today it's trading below it once again. If Litecoin does continue to go down though, I'm looking at a floor of about $43, and that looks like to be retracing. Yeah, it coincides right with the medium-term trend line, so I'm happy with that at $43. Monero has also broken below that Fibonacci level we spoke about. I think it was the $50 mark. I was confident that was going to be support, but this is why we have stop losses, because yesterday it broke down below it, and again, like Litecoin, it's now stuck under it, so it's going to have the pullback above that once again. With Monero, we might even be able to draw a reasonably steep trend line. Let's see if this works. It's not very good. I thought I saw that, but this is why, you can go with your eye to a certain degree, but I don't like that trend line at all, really. I'll leave it there perhaps, but I'll put it as a really thin one because I don't have that much confidence in it. Remember always to save your charts when you change the indicators, because otherwise Coinigy will reset them the next time you log in. And finally, I don't think I've got anything to say about Ripple. It's continuing to go sideways. Ripple had, earlier in the year, Ripple was doing some serious moves, and now it seems to have calmed down quite a bit, which is good for its use case, right? Because Ripple isn't really meant to be anything but a transport layer for value. You really want the price to remain the same so that we can do that. If the price is flapping around all over the place, then Ripple Labs have to, try and manipulate the supply by releasing some of their tokens and so on to keep the price reasonably stable. So there we go. That's all I've got for you in terms of the market roundup and the chart readings for today. Thanks very much for joining me. If you like this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new around here, get subscribed. And if you'd like access to my very best material, such as my structured online courses that will teach you how to make and save money with Bitcoin, check out cryptoversity.com. Alright guys, I'll be back later on today with the news and commentary show. And I'll be back on Monday with another edition of the Market Roundup. So until then, it's me, Chris Coney saying bye for now.